This was a really great project where we were able to reach out with different partners. I have been following the HABS Facebook page for quite some time, enjoying some of their postings, and I knew the gentleman by name and reached out and asked if he would participate in this weekend's activities. I knew he was a phenomenal instructor, and his background is helpful for the students learning on the ground. So he was able to join us from DC, and then several of our students have a relationship with Gettysburg Park. So they were able to reach out and provide lodging for us and selecting a site that works within our skill set. So having that diverse partnership was really great for this project.
Hi, my name is Robert Arzola, and I'm an architect with the Historic American Building Survey. We're based out of Washington, D.C. HABS, the Historic American Building Survey, is the federal government's oldest preservation program. I was invited out to Gettysburg with the students of West Virginia University to show them HAB measuring methods so that they could add that to their knowledge base. Basically, we all came out and I showed everyone how to do a sketch, a proportional sketch on gridded paper. Then we divided up into teams, and each team learned how to measure to the nearest eighth of an inch the historic summer kitchen here at Gettysburg.
0.0.4.
Okay, you want to show us your drawing?
Yeah. So we did the north elevation of the structure. We did a lot of work with the, how do you pronounce it, corbel?
The corbelling, right? We started off on a hard elevation because I don't know if you noticed the brick, the chimney has it's just doing all these wild step backs, and I think you did really good trying to capture that. Okay. On the top here, he counted the shingles and wrote how many were on there. You started to do some dimensioning. That's great. For those people doing elevations and the ground that undulates a lot, one elevation is really nice and smooth. That's great and easy. For those that have the ground that undulates, you want to pick a brick coursing and use that as like a horizontal level, and then from there you're going to measure up and down tomorrow when we get the ladder.
So the students, I thought that this was really key for the students to see that this is not just part of a class. It's not a series of assignments that you submit to me for a grade. That's part of it, but the bigger part is that we are connecting with other partners, creating documentation for the park to use as this structure hits a level of decay. So if they have to restore it, rebuild it, we will have the documentation that will provide for them to restore it back to its original fabric.
6.7.
Yeah, we should ask.
Yeah, definitely.
Point.
I think it's definitely worth noting, though. I would agree.
On the second floor floor plan, we just finished measuring all of the widths of these boards. Next, we're going to start on a cutaway section, which means we have to basically measure it from the roof all the way down to the bottom of the first floor, and then draw all the details that we see, like the width of these boards, these rafters, and everything else that we can find.
Building a relationship with a site and the folks that own it and are the stewards, but also this teamwork. So we talk about these types of theories and practices in the classroom, but until you do it outside the classroom in that community space, you don't really understand it. So being in this park is phenomenal. So doing this type of work is preparing students for the future in their professional roles, whether they pursue preservation work, field work, working with maybe a state historic preservation office or with an architectural engineering firm. Knowing how to measure, learning about the terminology, finding baseline details, and really exploring a building from the inside out. All of those types of things will help students elevate themselves for future jobs.